Guys, it's JinxedSimmer coming at you from my computer, and this is my. Ew, what is that? Okay, this is my. Who? Okay, jeez, I didn't forget. I know. I just every time I go to talk, I just. Bleh. Okay, this is my. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I always want to say Creative Sim. I always want to say Creative Sim. This is a freaking build that I'm looking at right now. Okay, okay. So this is my his and hers build. Why did that take so long to come out? That is so sad. But, you guys, I am so happy with this build, to be honest. And I feel like I haven't really been this happy with a build in a really long time because I feel like I've been, well, not a long time, but just in a little bit, you know? I feel like I miss doing, I miss furnishing and I miss building on days, and it's just, man, like when I miss furnishing. And when I miss building, I miss building. And there's not much in between of that, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. My game was being so weird. So if there's anything missing or it seems really wonky at certain parts, it's because it is. My game was being weird while I was recording. And then also with editing, my editing software is just being crazy. I mean, I have had to render this thing like 5 separate times, and if not, then my computer turned off on me. And there was so much that happened that this video almost was not going up this week. Like, it seemed like it would be easier for me to build a new build and start my, apartment renovation series, which I'm gonna start soon because I want to build a. Well, I guess I'm kind of rebuilding CMI Shuno a little bit. Well, certain parts of it, so that current my current household sim can live there. And I really want to make her place, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save hers for last, like I did with this one, where I'm having a new LP, guys. I took a long time to go ahead and decide to do it, but I think with these guys, I really feel like they are a set of Sims where I'm really gonna love them because when I went and popped them in Creative Sim and started redoing them, I was like, oh my god, I fell in love all over again. And I originally decided to go ahead and do this house. I did the whole outside based on, well, the front part based on a house that I saw on Google, which I've never done before. And any attempt that I've tried at it, it didn't look the same, which of course it's not gonna look the same. But you want some kind of similarities to that house if you like it that much. I know I did. And the back, I just kind of went crazy and did my own thing. But the front is definitely minus all of the foliage because that was all me. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool. I changed up the windows, of course, because it was necessary. But outside of that, it was super cool to do this build. I really loved it. I'm very happy with how it ended up. There's nothing I would probably do differently other than probably a little bit of the furnishing on the inside. I feel like I would do it differently now just because I went ahead and just finished and I was done and I was like, okay, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do next. But I am gonna go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about the Sims that are gonna be living in this house. They are my old jungle adventure Sims. If you didn't watch, because no one watched my jungle adventure uh, little mini series I had going on, it was pretty fun. I liked it a lot. I loved those two, and I felt like their dynamic was really cool to work with. And I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited to start this. This feels so good, and I feel so happy, and I know for a fact that I'm going to really like playing with these guys. And I don't know, I feel like I've been getting a little bored with the Oasis Springs style of the way I decided to style those houses. So I ended up doing the restaurant, and when I did the restaurant, I was like, "Oh, that is so different for me," because I've never done a community lot before, and that was my first try at it in The Sims 4 ever. And I'm kind of surprised by how good it looks, and I really, not good, because I really don't like certain parts of it. But I was gonna try and do like the little gazebo kind of thing that I always do. Well, that I've done before previously. Um, I love those jungle adventure plants. And at first, I wasn't gonna release the creatives. At first, I was gonna wait so you guys didn't know who I was actually gonna put in this house. But I decided to go ahead and just pop that out first because this video took so long to edit. And like I told you, it was giving me the blues, to be honest. And I went back and forth with this freaking patio for about an hour. I'm not even kidding. A freaking patio. I mean deck. Yeah, it's a deck. I don't know why. I just could not deal. I was like, I want certain parts to be this way, but I want stuff to be this way, and I want a lot of plants and da 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 and all this stuff. And I just could not get my crap together apparently. And I just went for the simplest thing ever. And it really wasn't that simple because on one side it was acting really funny, but I fixed it. I made it work. It looks semi halfway decent, so I am not mad. I am not one of those people who care about what the colors look like when it comes to the plants. I like to mix the plants here and there because it looks really different versus keeping them all the exact same color. I see the appeal of keeping them the exact same color when it comes to the jungle adventure plants, but I kind of just don't care for me personally. And this pool, I went back and redid that pool like twice because I wanted to change it and I wanted to add a deck and then I took that out and I was like, okay. And then I just started doing the inside because I was like, okay, I'm all done here, cool. And it is awesome. I like the fact that I had to change around the front of the house. I thought it really gave it a little bit more dimension, I guess. I don't know. It gave it a different feel from the original house that I was, making this house after. And I loved it. I love the shape of this house. I think it's so cool. And I am so happy with it, to be honest. Like, I haven't been this happy with a house in a very long time. But I am very happy with this one. This one, I love the kitchen. I love the kitchen. I love upstairs. It's so fun and I like how there's so much space, but there's not at the same time. It's really cool how, my Sims are gonna live in this house for my Sims 4 Let's Play. I'm excited. I don't even know if you're supposed to call them Let's Plays anymore because I heard that now there's a company called Let's Play, so to not get confused, people changed it to gameplays, and I was like, oh, I never even knew that. And I recently just found this out. So, anyways, sorry about the little delay there. Game was getting a little weird, and so I decided to go ahead and do one. I feel like I sorry, I'm cracking my toes. Like everything's cracking and my chair is creaking and you can hear it all. I'm probably really sorry about that. I'm probably sorry about that. No, I'm really sorry about that. But uh yeah. I didn't know where I wanted their room to be. I was like, it could be downstairs, and then I looked downstairs and I was like, no, it can't. And then I was like upstairs and I just want them to have a double bed. There's two of them. Like they need a double bed. They absolutely need to have a double bed. And I looked over and I was like, well, they don't need a full second room. So I guess I can make, that little area their room. That's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, well, it's bigger over there. I'll just make this their room. My game was not having it, I swear. And I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. What do I do? I don't like it. Yes, that was me panicking. I don't like it. Oh my gosh, this is the kitchen. I love the kitchen. The kitchen is my favorite part of the house. It's so pretty. I really love it. I can't even lie. I'm almost really sad I have to talk for a whole nother 20 minutes because this build is so long and I never make my videos this long because of this and how long it's going to take me to render and do all the other things that I need to do for it. I'm gonna actually have this out by Friday because hello, I'm gonna do probably my speed builds or renovations and whatnot on Fridays, and then Wednesdays are going to be for this gameplay, which is my Sims 4 LP or Sims 4 gameplay, whatever. Whatever you choose to use works for you, you know? I was going back and forth with this living room area because I feel like they are a couple that has a lot of friends that they knew from college or high school or whatever. Because, actually, no, probably not. Probably from college. I feel like their set of friends, which is the Diaz household, that's them, their last name's Diaz, they're their friends. Like, they're their really, really close friends. And I just kept going back and forth with how I wanted the Diaz family to be. And I just wanted the Diaz family to basically be the opposites of these two, but for them to have so much in common, hence why they're both really athletic and really, about being outdoors and all that kind of stuff. But they have kids and they have two toddlers, and uh, I am so just about that. Like those toddlers are so cute. They really are, and making them was so much fun. And I'm just excited for them to just see all of my hard work that I put into, giving Oasis Springs a bit of a facelift. And it's not over. That's the craziest part about it. It's not over. I am not ending it. I am continuing it, honestly. I just need more time to build things now because a lot of things that I'm going to start building are going to be really big. I'm going to do a park, I'm pretty sure, in the next couple of builds. I don't know why. I just wanted all of these bookshelves in the house because if you don't know, because you didn't watch any of the other stuff, Ian is a huge bookworm and he is a genius. So he's really smart. He loves to read, he loves books, he loves finding out new ways to do things. He is one of those people who just he likes to pick things up. He likes to, do a ton of things all at once, and that's just how he is. And the way I was doing this, I didn't like it. And you'll see, I completely knocked down that one little wall, and then I make more room, and their room takes over about two-thirds of the upstairs, honestly. And then there's like that little corner over there for the restroom, and that worked out. It really did. It worked out very well. I'm extremely happy with this house. Difficult it was difficult to actually furnish everything because I wanted a little bit of how her parents did their house in here as well. So there are a lot of things on the walls and just knickknacks here and there. And I know when they actually move in here, they're gonna put a ton of their stuff everywhere from their travels, from their adventures, and of course, I'm gonna have to find a spot for the archaeology table and all of that other stuff. And I felt like, you know, this was really cool. Honestly, I look at it and I get so in love every time. And that's when you really like a build, is when you're just like, oh, everything's gonna slowly come together, and I'm just so excited about it. And it's like, like this was the last house I wanted to do, just probably as the same with my legacy. I want to do this last because I want to really get all the weird stuff out when I'm doing someone else's build, and then when I do theirs, it's like it'll be smooth sailing, you know? Because I don't know why. I feel like I tried weird little things here and there when it comes to builds. Like lately, I've been doing that weird, like, not necessarily a hexagon, but like the slanted walls right next to each other, right next to like a straight wall. I always do that to make more room for things and to separate things now. I've realized that I do that a lot, and I never used to do that. I used to just do squares, like everything used to be a square, and now I've been really incorporating, triangles, hexagons, all in my builds, and they're really fun and really cool, and hopefully I can continue to do more. Um, so yeah, especially with me still doing the Oasis Springs one, the only reason I'm doing the renovation is because the renovation for Sam, as you know, is because I want to play my legacy, but I don't want to play in a save that has nothing but townies. So I'm gonna make some new townies. I may give a makeover to the old townies, so I may do that here and there. You'll see that. And hopefully you like it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the series because I am super excited about it. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and if you didn't see the last speed build, it's the Archer restaurant. It's called the, what did I call it? I call it the Archangel. And it's because that family that owns it, its last name is Archer. And they are insane. That family is nuts. There are so many things that happen in that family that are crazy. And it is just, it's it's Blair on steroids. Blair from Gossip Girl, but on steroids, and that's that whole family. That's so crazy, but that's the only way I can really describe it. Um, yeah, it's on some crazy stuff to be honest. And I like this wall. I feel like this wall is great for them to show off what they've, acquired over travel. So I left a little bit of space for me to put that up there here and there, and of course I'm gonna have to use the move objects cheat because there's no way I won't. I can't build a house without it, to be honest. I was so happy when we got the move objects and the moving, making stuff smaller, making stuff bigger. I was crazy excited about those things. I was like, yay! And before, I could never remember certain cheats. I had never switched games before, so when I started playing in The Sims 4, it was more along the lines of me playing a whole new game and having to get used to it. And back then, I still used the Sims 3 mode all the time. I kind of like the Sims 4 mode for gameplay purposes, but for building, I have to do Sims 3 style because that is the only way to build. I tried doing the Sims 4 way camera and building, and it is so stressful. It is so stressful and so annoying. I just like being able to, tilt things and move things here and there. It's just so much easier for me that way. Okay, now that I look at this, I kind of didn't leave a ton of space, but I did leave some space here and there for their extra stuff. And oh my gosh, you guys, I went in on this build. I was not kidding. I really love them. I love them a lot. Ian and Margot are my sim couple that I'll be playing with, and they go through. I feel like they're definitely gonna have some trials and tribulations. Definitely, they were not easy even in Jungle Adventure. She got poisoned and didn't tell him until she was almost dead. And then, he of course moved heaven and earth to make sure that this girl did not die. And, all they needed was a freaking computer the entire time. They went through all of the things, but all they needed was a freaking computer the entire time. So annoying. I decided to add the columns, those, super modern columns that came with the base game. I decided to add those in last possible second. I felt like it looked really cool, and it worked. It does look cool. It gives a nice little. It makes it feel, I guess, more Sims 4y and less, stale house y kind of feel. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the only way that I can describe it or think to describe it as. And I am so excited to start this series, you guys. You have no idea. I can't wait to see when the Diaz family and these guys finally get to, really interact with each other again and talk to each other again because they were really close. They were really close back in the day. And of course, them being them, the Diaz family, they immediately started having kids. Like they once they were, established in their careers, they were like, okay, we're having kids now. Like this is the time to do this. Meanwhile, Margot and Ian, I'm still on the fence about whether Ian should be a neurosurgeon or a pediatrician. So you should definitely leave me suggestions in the comments down below for what Ian should do and also what Margot should do. Another reason why this house is kind of plain is because I didn't know what I wanted Margot to do. I have an idea. I really want her to be a writer because I want her to write about her adventures, and I feel like that's a good outlet for her. But I don't know if I want that to be her only job or a side job here and there. Because I feel like, she's such a good character and she's so creative and cheerful and bubbly and she's so sweet, but she's so jealous. So gets so jealous when it comes to Ian, and she's very attached to him, but at the same time he's so attached to her as well, so they're just all they think about is each other. I have never had Sims like that. I haven't. Honestly, not in this game. I have never had Sims that only thought about each other. These two, they only think about each other. Their wants, aspirations, like, have so much to do with the other person, and they're very careful about each other. And it's really sweet. It's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys enjoy. And I just wanted to. Oh my god, the restroom. I feel like I didn't even see myself build that restroom. If the restroom is missing, I'm sorry. um, yeah, it's really not much though. I mean, you'll see it in the gameplay if you watch it. But if not, it's cool. If you just came by to watch the build, that's cool too. I talk a lot. There are plenty of awkward silences. I'm a pretty awkward person. It's fine. I'm used to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed because this is definitely something I'm very excited about and I cannot wait to start the series. And I'm probably going to pre-record the first 2 to 3 parts. I'm definitely going to record 2 today, but I'm not so sure about a third one. But 2 most definitely are going to happen today, or maybe even tomorrow morning as well, because I have mornings off, which never happens, because I'm way more productive in the morning and super late at night, which is the most disturbing thing about myself. Honestly, it's the most disturbing, weird thing ever. And I gotta say, not fun at all. Um, it's so stressful because like you only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Last night, I turned everything off. At around 11 o'clock, I turned my computer off. I stopped messing with my phone, and I just wrote and read a book for about an hour and a half. And then I rolled over and I went to sleep. And you know what time I woke up the next morning? Because I think I slept at around like 12:30, 12:45. 12:45 is when I started to go to sleep. And woke up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I never sleep that little and feel as good as I did now. I gotta say, just there is something about sleeping with no technology having been on you for like an hour or something, and then not sleeping with the TV on or the computer on in my case. Um, I'm one of those people. Oh my gosh, I'm adding in all the little stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gonna play in this house. I'm so excited. Oh, those are the little things that she has from her parents' house, those 2 pictures right there. And she gave her parents' house away to a really, really elderly couple that was just so in love with how tiny it was and how cozy it was. And so they're living in the house. They have not moved anything in. They love it just the way it was. They sold all of their stuff so they could buy that house. They were like, we're in love with it. We love it so much, and da 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 da, and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, okay, fine. They were a cute little old couple. I love the little entryway. Despite me not having anything in it, I'll probably put more stuff in there later. But I feel like for right now, it's so cool just the way it is right now. I love the little entryway of the house downstairs. Upstairs, I really love it. I've come to really enjoy this house. It is definitely something I'm really excited to play in. I can't wait. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it through this whole entire video, oh my gosh, you are a saint. This video was originally going to be about 30, almost 30, it was about 37 minutes long. I had to cut so much of it out. And then I feel like I still need to cut some more out. And I should have at this point because I'm about to be real done with recording on this freaking computer because it is giving me the blues. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys watching the actual gameplay or let's play, whatever you decide to call it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time on my computer. Bye. Also, I totally have a Twitter. You should follow at JinxedSimmer. That's me. That's my Twitter. So you should totally go follow me on Twitter, and we can talk about Sims and everything else because I will totally rant and rave about these cuties. I love them so much. Okay, I can't wait to play in this house next week. Okay, you guys will see it. Bye. For real this time.